In this video, I'll be going through the most broken moves in Pokemon history. Let's get started. Starting off our list is Chateau. Chateau is a new move introduced in Generation 9, and this move can only be learned by Earthworm and Cyclizar. This move is basically a combo of Substitute and Baton Pass. You can set up a sub and then pass it on to another Pokemon in just one turn. This could be super useful to get your offensive threat into the field safely. For example, you could Chateau out to Volcarona, and then Volcarona would get at least one Quiver Dance for free, and then it's just game over. Chateau is a really broken move, but it's not enough to get to the top on our list. Number 9 is Sulky. Sulky, again a move introduced in Generation 9. Sulky is the signature move of Knuckle Stack and Garganacl. Sulky has a pathetic base power of 40, and you may ask, why is this so broken? Well, it is a move that damages every single turn, like Magma Stone or Whirlpool. But still, Sulky isn't that broken, you may ask. Well, just take a Magma Stone for example. Once you land Magma Stone, the opponent takes damage every single turn, and if Heatran switches out, the effect disappears. But not Sulky. You can Sulky any Pokemon and then switch out your Garganacl or Knuckle Stack, and that Pokemon would be Sulky until it switches out. And on top of that, Sulky inflicts 1/4 damage of health to Water and Steel types than the regular 1/8 damage. Yeah, Sulky hates Water and Steel types. Number 8 on our list is Fisher's Wren. Fisher Wren is a move introduced in Generation 9 and the signature move of Dracofish and Actofish. Fisher's Wren has a base power of 85 and it's a water type move. Keep in mind, a water type. So the gimmick of Fisher's Wren is if the user moves before the target, this move does double the damage, which means the base power becomes 170. You are getting a 170 base power move which is 100% accurate with no drawbacks. You could further increase its power by the ability Strong Jaw. And since it's a water type move, it also gets boosted by rain. This is the reason why Dracofish got banned in Generation 8 competitive Pokemon. Next on our list is Congruous Souls. Congruous Souls is a move introduced in Generation 7 and the signature move of Komoro, the pseudo-legendary. Congruous Soul is a stat boosting moves, but on steroids. Congruous Souls increase all of your stats by one stage in exchange for 33% of your health, which is just crazy. You got Geomancy, which boosts your special defense, attack, and speed, but it's a 2-turn move. And the new introduced Fillet Away, which boosts your attack, special attack, and speed for half of your health. And Congruous Souls just take 33% of your health and increase all of your stats, which is just crazy. If you think that's it, well no. This move also has the signature Z move, Congruous Soul Blaze, which damages the opponent and increase all of your stats. So you won't lose 33% of your health, instead it just damages the opponent. A really broken move. And if you're watching this far of the video, you're probably enjoying the content, so make sure to give the video a like and consider subscribing for more awesome content. Yeah, back to the broken moves. Number 6 is 1000 Arrows, which is a 90 base power ground type move. Well, it's less than Earthquake. Why so broken, you may ask? Well, it's a ground type move that can hit flying types. Yes, a ground type move that can hit flying types. This means that you can hit flying type Pokemon, Pokemon with Levitate, Magnet Rise, or Telekinesis, which is just awesome. 1000 Arrow also grounds the flying type Pokemon if it's used on that Pokemon, which means it's vulnerable to all ground type moves. You use 1000 Arrows, that does neutral damage, but now Corviknight is grounded. And since Corviknight is part Steel type and weak to ground, yeah, the next 1000 Arrows would be super effective because Corviknight is grounded, it's not flying. And yeah, since this is so broken, it's the signature move of Zygarde. Coming up number 5 is Revival Blessing. Revival Blessing is a new move introduced in Generation 9. This is a revive in competitive Pokemon. Well, on a normal playthrough, this move is completely useless because you can use items, but on competitive Pokemon where items are banned, which means no potions and revives, if your Pokemon is fainted, it's basically dead, you can't use it again. Until Generation 9, where they gave us Revival Blessing. You can revive any Pokemon in your party which has fainted. Just like normal revive, this move restores your revived Pokemon's HP to half. And since this move is so broken, this move only has 1 PP, and some are using Lepa Berries to get another revival blessing off. And the Pokemon who can learn it, Pokemon and Rapska, aren't great Pokemon to use either. So if you're using Pokemon and Rapska, there's just one thing, revival blessing. Number 4 on our list is Population Bomb. It is another new move introduced in Generation 9 and the signature move of Mausho. Population Bomb is a normal type move that hits 10 times. Yes, you heard that right. 10 times. It's a multi-hit move that hits 10 times. So the maximum of multi-hit moves are like fire, you got Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, Water Shuriken, etc, etc. But this move hits 10 times. It is a 20 base power move, but when it hits 10 times, effectively becomes mind-blowing 200 base power move. And since it's only 20 base power, this move also gets boosted by the ability Technician. But it is 95% accurate, which means you won't hit 10 times in a row, but still, it is a really broken move. And coming on the third spot on our list is Rage Fist. Rage Fist is a ghost type move introduced in Generation 9. We got a lot of broken moves in Generation 9. Rage Fist only could be learned by Primeape and Annihilate. Rage Fist has 50 base power, but its base power increases by 50 every time your Annihilate or Primeape gets hit per battle. This means you can increase Rage Fist to a maximum of 350. If you thought 200 base power was crazy, we got a 350 base power move. And the fun part is, the count doesn't reset once you faint. So you can revival blessing your ape, get him back, and throw off one of the most broken and strongest moves in the game. And winning the silver prize is Last Respects, another Generation 9 ghost type move. Signature move of Houndstorm, but Basculegion could learn it as well. Last Respects is another 50 base power ghost type move, but this time its power increases every time you lose a Pokemon. This means at the end you're left with a 300 base power move. Well, it's less than the 350 we thought. Well, until you count Revival Blessing, and if you have both Pokemon and Rapska on your team and were able to revive any of your Pokemon, this becomes a mind-blowing 400 base power move. And if you give the item Lepa Berry, which restores your PP, you could use Revival Blessing 4 times, which takes this move's base power up to 500. You heard that right, 500 base power move. 500 base power move. The major problem of both Rage Fist and Last Respect is they can't hit normal types because normal types are immune to ghost types. And since Annihilate, Houndstorm, Basculegion don't have the ability Scrappy, this means you can't do anything against normal type. But since normal type aren't great and they don't resist anything, you likely won't have a normal type in your team. And that's why these two moves are really broken. And the move which becomes the most broken move in Pokemon's history, according to me, is Diaphor. Diaphor is a move introduced in Generation 8 and the signature move of Sneasler. This move is just crazy. It's a 80 base power poison type move with a 50% chance of either poisoning, paralyzing, or making an opponent asleep. I repeat, a 50% chance to poison, paralyze, or sleep. And since Sneasler also has the ability Poison Touch, you can just spam Dialclaw and poison every opponent's Pokemon. Poison, paralyzing, okay, but asleep? Well, you got your Landorus as a counter to Sneasler. You send it out and now it has been put to sleep by Dialclaw. This effectively means that your only counter to Sneasler is now asleep, and since it's asleep, completely removed from the game. And I can't wait to use it. Yeah, if you like this video, make sure to check this video out too, and see you in the next one.